Hey, how's it going? Today is 17th of June, Monday, and we are taking a look at the market. And let's try to understand this market a little bit better. It's something that I have taken a look at previously. Since everything was updated recently, let's take a look at some of the press releases and what information we might be able to find. That really government unveils major package of farming and food sector support. Since we're taking a look at support, a part of the process is to register in the system. And there is a requirement, if you were to reach out to this department, right, they would ask you to call them. Reason for anyone needing to call them to check your identity, but during the call they would ask all kind of nonsensical questions. So perhaps they should take a look. If you would ask them, perhaps they might consider taking a look at the entire market if there would be a better way of addressing some of the issues, in particular when it comes to uh, food security and support available, right? If they actually look into check identity, there are different platforms up there where you can upload a lot of documents and they can check your identity straight away. Easy. If you need to call someone, how you can check identity if you need to call someone. Current process, right? Which is waste of time. Everyone's waste of time. It's been more than 9 months now. But either way, let's progress with this article, right? Prime Minister has unveiled major package of measures to support farmers and grow UK's farming and food security. Even if we were to take a look at some of the within the sector, potentially manufacturing and or producing wine and selling this wine to other governments. If we were to take a look at Australia selling 1 billion worth of wine to China, and this market is currently open. And currently, this is how much tax revenue UK is not able to capture just because of the issues with the system. So they don't have a proper system to check people's identity. So it just costs money. Once that being said, we can take a look at what's been announced. I haven't read this article yet.
Let's do a quick rundown on check. Let's do a quick check on the calendar again. We have finished week 146. Overall, was a great week. Made so many different offers. So hopefully today or later this week, I'm gonna have a response on our progress as well as we close this week taking a look at some of the government's contracts and we're gonna be taking a look at the week 147. That would be I have some meetings, but overall I'm gonna be chasing those offers and see how we're gonna get on with those.
A major package of measures to support farmers and grow UK's farming and food security has been announced by the government today. That will be 14th of May. And today, so it's something that we were taking a look at this press release. And after this announcement, I have reached out to a support team, and there's massive problems with the team. They have hired a new person around the new year, so hopefully this person would be able to address some of the issues. Since complaint procedure, I have the review complaint procedure with then support team, and you need to complain to exactly the same email address. about about the team, you need to complain to exactly the same team address, and hopefully would that email address would be able to transfer this complaint. Perhaps it's not that many things happening within that team, if you would ask me. So hopefully they would receive not necessarily complaint feedback, right, and they would improve system when it comes to here confirmation of identification, and from there, since you how you can confirm identification on the phone, current process. If they were to have this platform, right, so you can upload all the documents, they can confirm it, and people can progress with the system, right. So perhaps fast track entire process for other people. So I'm doing all this hard work for other people, I guess. The package unveiled and a Farm to Fork Summit hosted by the Prime Minister. Let's keep names. I had reviewed this summit. will support domestic food production, boost innovation and sector support in the reach of economic potential, and recruit next generation of farming and all food leaders. Hopefully, these are some of the targets that they're looking to achieve. Let's see what factors, on what kind of factors they're going to measure their success. So how many people they would be able to recruit with current system. I would be very surprised if they can recruit 10 additional leaders. This includes a new blueprint of growing for UK fruit and vegetable sector, setting a new industry, and all government can work together with increased domestic and production and drive investment into valuable sectors, which is worth more than 4 billion in for UK's economy. Just because of the season, right? So they're currently at the forefront. They're taking a look at this sector. That would be fruit and vegetable, and potentially we had issue and or we have plans to issue a lot of green cards for people to come in and address some of the labor shortages within this sector. We even issue a lot of they're gonna within the plans we're gonna be taking a look at within the poultry sector, additional staff, and how many people they're going to be looking to bring into the economy to address labor shortages within the sector, right? That plan involves ensuring the sector has access to affordable and sustainable energy and water, cutting. There's a lot of issues with water, but let's progress. Cutting planning red tape to make it easier to quicker to build glass houses. Okay, so there's one way how to do it, but let's progress there. The investment to boost innovation in the sector, where DAFRA will look to double to 80 million amount of funding given to horticulture business when compared to EU legacy fruit and vegetable aid scheme. I have a lot of pushback there, but for time being I'll keep it. The summit also saw publication of first draft food security index, setting out the key data and trends to allow government and industry to safeguard UK's food security. This will allow us to monitor short-term trends across UK. Okay. There's a more to it, right? Even to unpack this sentence, it sometimes can take 5 minutes or so, to say the least, right? Some of the trends would be increase of amount of money people would have and where would they spend that money. Usually, historical data would show that they would purchase more high ticket items when it comes to food. Increase of spending on the meat, for example, products, right? So that would mean UK would need to produce more meat products, right? But they will try to prevent of import from other countries. So there's a lot of factors to consider, right? Well, that would be just one example of this sentence, right? In addition to our government has set out how it will produce further support for farmers affected by the water or wet weather, building on a commitment to extend farming recovery fund to support farmers who have been flooded. Temporary adjustments will be made for farmers and land managers where the wet weather has led to difficult carry out requirements for a new environmental land management scheme. We will also be 75. There will also be 75 million T support internal drainage boards to accelerate recovery from the winter 23-24 storms and provide opportunities to modernize and upgrade assets that benefit and support resilience for farmers and rural communities. I like the idea that they're forming those boards currently. I have taken a look at quite a few of those. Let's see and let's keep tabs on management and some of the data. We can review some of the data and see performance of those boards. But either way, let's forget. Government has also announced further actions to ensure fairness across the food supply chain. Okay. I was taking a look at them hiring some people to address some of the issues, but there's a lot of things to unpack there. Coming to delivery regulations to improve fairness in the fresh produce and ag sectors. The sector annual summit builds on the success of last year, bringing government and representatives from across the farming and food sector together to number 10 to help them to work together to help it to grow. There's more information I didn't realize. I thought that was just editor's notes, but there are further information that would be growing resilience for food and drink sector, which UK have evaluated to be 4 billion. I think it's way higher. It's just a matter of how much current leadership would be able to capture. If you would ask me, they have set very low targets, but perhaps there's a reason why they have set such low targets for themselves. But either way, so I don't know, it's worth delving more deeper into it, as well as taking a look at labor shortages, as well as only taking a look at one further qualification developer, just one. So perhaps there's a lot of things to consider, perhaps like competition, I guess. I don't know. There's a lot of things to take a look at or perhaps unpacked within this sector, which I think leadership already knows since they're taking a look at perhaps bottle sizes and or packaging. They taking a look at slow and steady approach, but perhaps we should take a look at the entire sector and be more ambitious if you're asking. But either way, there's a lot to unpack there, as well as other notes. Let's take a look at the rest of the article. We can touch on some of those initiatives that are growing and innovative food and drink sector. This month, applications will be open to grants to support the development and adoption of novel techniques to improve nutrient management, which is very important. We are launching a latest round of genetic. I don't know about genetic. I thought they would be looking to reduce sugar. Taking a look at even education sector and obesity overall within the UK, and perhaps reduce obesity and perhaps earlier levels of obesity, activity level for places like schools, and how they can reduce sugar by introducing sugar tax, all this kind of nutritions. But they might be able to take a look at genetics, which is genetic improvement network. Okay. Either way, so let's progress to the other notes of this article. A growing next generation, delivering on commitment we made in our response to rock review into tenant farming, and following call for evidence, we can confirm that we will be appointing commission for the tenant farming sector this autumn. The role will be neutral and confidential advice for tenants, landlords, and advisors who have concerns about the poor behavior and no compliance that the code of practice on responsible conduct is not being followed. The SDFS will also investigate complaints to help resolve issues between landlords and tenants before they escalate in more formal dispute processes. I don't know about what kind of review we're referring to, as well as some of those names of the companies. I'm not necessarily on board with those. Once that has been said, let's go to beyond that. I don't know. So perhaps UK should be taking a look at how they can collect more data themselves. If they can collect more data instead of perhaps hiring outside governments, right? Thanks for watching. See you next one.